So, upon getting engaged, I've noticed a very sad trend amongst men and women who are married. Allow me to explain. So, when I go tell married women that my fiance and I just got engaged, those women are happy. They're ecstatic. They're like, oh my God, how did that happen? How did she feel? Oh my God, I bet she's so happy. Oh my God, the ring is so beautiful. I'm so happy for you all. You guys are going to have a beautiful marriage and a beautiful life together. Everything's going to be so great and so beautiful. But if I go tell a married man that I got engaged, they look at me and they go, why would you do that? Why would you want to spend the rest of your life with one woman? Why would you want to settle down? You got the old ball and chain, this is forever. And wait till 30 years down the line, you're going to be so unhappy in your marriage and it's just the way it is. And ugh. Like to me, it feels like women love the idea of finding one man who treats them amazingly and spending the rest of their life with that one man by being married. And it feels like men really don't want to be married. They feel like they're forced into marriage and they can't leave, almost like it's a contract and they forced to stay in that situation. And what makes it even worse is that you can see how bad the marriage is depending on their responses. So if any man is viewing his marriage as the old ball and chain, he don't like his partner. There ain't no way. Because if I'm equating my marriage to prison, we got problems. And I feel like it sucks because that's, of course, them projecting their own feelings and emotions about their marriage to other men around them. And that projection could cause doubt in a lot of men, which will want to prevent them from getting married. Because if this is what I got to look forward to in 20 years is to be miserable in a marriage, why would I want to get married? And of course, I don't feel that way at all because I genuinely am in love with my partner. And I understand that my situation is a heck of a lot different from everybody else's situation. We are different people with different values and different situations and different relationships and different upbringings, different everything. So just because we are sharing the experience of being married doesn't mean that my marriage is going to look like the next person's marriage. So I don't feed into all that bullshit, me personally. But it just sucks that most people choose to stay in unhappy marriages rather than changing it because them and their partner have the power to do that because they created the relationship. You create the rules of your relationship. You could create happiness in your relationship. And if you don't feel like you could create happiness in your relationship, then you don't have to be in the relationship. I feel like it takes more energy to maintain a shitty marriage than it does to leave a crappy marriage and go find something you genuinely want when it comes to a relationship in another marriage. Because to repeat the same cycles every single day of waking up and not liking your partner but acting like you do, or heck, not even acting like you do, but just tolerating your partner to a certain extent because you feel obligated to because you have a ring on your finger is wild to me. Not me. Y'all be safe though.
This right here is sad. For some reason, some men always think that they are special, that it's not going to happen to them. If all the men you talk to is telling you, yo, bro, what you doing? That's a bad idea. And you're still naive into thinking, no, I think that's just them. And they're trying to project their situation on me, but it's not going to discourage me because I love my girl. What those men are telling you is like, okay, we get it. You love your girl today. You are deeply in love. You are pussy whipped, obviously. After you marry your girl, after the wedding is over, the person that you thought you married is about to change. As soon as the marriage is over, as soon as she become a wife, she's about to change. That's not going to be the same woman that you got engaged to. But the thing about life is some men have to learn the hard way. Some men are just stubborn. Some men just think they are special and they go through life thinking, well, this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to get. These men are telling you, yo, bro, it's a bad idea. And experience is the greatest teacher. If all the women are saying one thing and all the men are saying one thing, why take the side of the women? This is why being in love is so dangerous for a man. And that's why I keep saying, bro, it's easy to get the pussy. Just don't fall in love. Because when you fall in love, one, you don't listen. You become very stubborn. The only thing that you listen to is the pussy that you're in love with. You don't think logical. It's sad. Now, I'm not saying that this guy will live to regret it, but as a man, learn to take advice. If you're about to get married and all the men are telling you, yo, dog, chill out, relax, slow down, take your time. If you don't listen, you are going to regret it. That's how life works. Fellas, there's no benefit in marriage for a man. And those guys, I'm pretty sure those guys were in this guy's same position. They was in love just like him, thinking, yo, this is the way to go. But then after they finally got married and their wife changed on them, they are now stuck. So that's why those guys remain in the marriage, because it's cheaper to keep her. Because when you're stuck in the marriage, now that woman could really show you how she really feel, because she know, okay, your ass is trapped. You trapped, and if you want to leave, it's gonna be difficult. So it's like, while they have you trapped, that's when they're gonna show their true colors. That's when they're gonna make your life a living hell. And what you gonna do, bro? What you gonna do? Let's be wise out here, man. Be wise. That's all I'm saying.
We're getting married soon, and we've been talking about whether or not I'm going to take my fiance's last name. So my name's Cassie. His last name's Clampett. I do not want to be Cassie Clampett, so I've told him I'm not changing.
Wait. We're not talking about it. We're not even discussing it. I don't even know why we're on this show right now. I'm an only child. My dad forever has talked about how I'm carrying on the legacy.
Ooh, yeah.
It's my name or it's not me.
Clamp it.
I'm sorry, it's 2023. If you want to change your name, you can. I'm not changing my name. I'm not your project.
Okay, wait. Cassie, would you do like a hyphenated last name? Is that an option?
No.
I don't want Clampett. I don't want Clampett. I don't like the last name.
You don't want it hyphenated.
When you guys met, his last name was Clampett, so you knew going into this relationship what his last name was.
Foul point.
Yeah, but I didn't think,
Preach
okay,
it.
now I'm going to take his last name. I'm not going to judge a man by his name.
But serious thing, would you guys break up over this? Would you guys not get married because of the last name situation?
No, she wouldn't get married because it is going to be my last name or nothing.
Oh my.
Fellas, look, as a man, sometimes you have to know when to put your foot down. In a situation like this, leave that bird alone. Don't waste your time. Don't go back and forth with a woman about your last name, about your legacy, about something that you have to carry on from a generational sense. If a woman wants to get on your team for real, that's not going to be an issue. That only become an issue when she don't really respect you. Facts. So as a man, leave her. Just leave her. Just run. Why sign up for this type of headache? Because if she's complaining about this, bro, it's not going to be the last thing that she's going to have an issue with. Once you marry her, she's going to make your life a living hell. Fellas, know when to leave a woman alone and walk away and just focus on yourself. A real woman will be happy. No, a woman who's really into you, who loves you for real, she will be happy to get your last name. But a woman who is having an issue with that, she's not really into you, fam, and you really should run. Facts.
I don't know who she is. I don't know who she became. I realized that this was a woman that was very simple, who I met in a $12 sundress and prided herself on being simple. And I don't care about money, stars, celebrities. I don't need to live and be around. I'm a simple girl. Now you want $20,000 a month for a 1-year-old? Now you've hired 3 law firms to try and knock my motherfucking head off. I did nothing to you to create that. Like, you should be able to say physical violence, I got 3 chicks pregnant on the side, and love child, and I was on the road and smashing chicks on, like, what did I do that made you become that? Everybody's got problems. Everybody go through shit. But I cannot sit here right now as a man to pull out my human calculator and say, I'm divorced, and I know why.
If I had different people in my ear at that time, I would not have made that decision. No, I wouldn't. And that's the truth. I try my very best at this point in my life to be what I didn't have in that moment. Because I think that women were like, I'm an extremely emotional person. People that know me know that about me. I'm the kind of person that, like, okay, I feel so strong, and I can ruminate. I can get so lost in my thoughts. I know a lot of women are like that. Like not all of us, right? But some of us are. Just like a lot of men can be like that. But I know women specifically, I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I can't stand this. He don't do this. He don't do that. Blah, 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 blah. And we're just focusing on these things. And because you don't have a certain person in your life to check you and say, sis, what about this? What about this? What about these strengths? What about what he's not doing? What, like those types of things. That can get you thinking about the positive aspects of this person that you may not be thinking about when you're upset. You're only thinking about what you're mad about. You're not thinking about all the other positive aspects of this person. And so in those moments, you need somebody to be the person for that person.
Yeah.
In those moments.
Man, look, one thing a woman will always do is try to make up an excuse as to why she's wrong instead of her taking accountability and saying, it's me, it's my fault, I did it wrong. She will never say that. Instead, she's going to say, well, I just wish I had someone in my corner who, listen, the bottom line is this. She's who she is. She had intentions when she met Tyrese. She met Tyrese, wow, this is a payday. She felt like she hit the jackpot, and Tyrese obviously was a good man to her, but it's pointless for a man to be a good man to a bird. A woman with a bird mindset. And that's why as a man, before you choose to get married to a woman, you have to see where her mindset is at. If you're dealing with a woman who is easily influenced by people and things around her, you shouldn't marry a woman like that, because off rip, you know her mind is not mentally strong. It takes a mentally strong woman to be disciplined. So before you choose to marry a woman, see where her mind is at, bro. Don't marry a woman because she's telling you she loves you and she's saying the right things. You have to pay attention to her friends, the people around her, who she hang with, what type of music she listen to, what she does in her leisure time. These are the type of things that you have to pay attention to. If you're dealing with a woman who is very materialistic, I mean, it is what it is. But the bottom line in this situation, man, she is not taking any accountability. And the shit that she's saying, it sounds good. It sounds good to a fool who don't know better. But if you're a wise man, you could see that this chick was a bird from the jump. And Tyrese is who he is, man. Because right now, he's back simping with another chick. So the bottom line is, this is just a case where a bird versus a simp. Who is in the wrong? Who knows? But regardless of what, fellas, don't feed the birds. All right? That's just the bottom line. If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.